let's start this whole thing out with why I'm referring to this as the Water Lily Project. The first thing that you should know is that the Golden Girls are my favorite episode of all time. And there is an episode that references Water Lily. So one of the Golden Girls, Blanche, if you know the show, says to one of the other women on the show, last night I was talking to myself and I said, "Water Lily?" And she says, "That's what I call myself when I'm alone." And that has actually stuck between me and my husband, because usually if I say to him, I was thinking, and he'll go, "Water Lily," as if I'm calling myself that. So that's one. Two, I believe we could all agree that there are many sides of each of us. If you are Sorry, I was interrupted. If you are a fan of the show Lost, which I am a huge fan of that show, you will remember that there was much discussion about everyone has good and evil inside of them. So I think we can all agree that there are many sides of us, right? And so I like to think of the undesirable side of me as Water Lily, because I, Nicole, am perfect all the time. Whereas she is obnoxious, she has a very high-pitched, irritating voice, she swears a lot, very annoying, just all around an irritable, hard-to-manage person, Water Lily is. Different than myself, of course. So a little tongue-in-cheek, this whole thing started with a picture every day, just trying to get used to myself being photographed, and I kind of got over that really quickly, got to a point where I just really didn't care. I think that there's a video on that already posted, and since then, for me, this has kind of transitioned into a project by which I can post, talk about the journey that I'm on with my autoimmune diseases, and managing what has been thrown into my lap, choices I'm making, feelings. I hate feelings, but I'm trying to explore them and let them flow. I feel like this is going to be a year that I'm going to be crying a lot, and I am working on admitting some of my weaknesses and troubles, and like all of this stuff is being channeled here, and we're just going to call this the Water Lily Project. That also allows us to do anything we want with no boundaries, no restrictions. So if you want to take the journey with me, that would be great. Definitely not looking for sympathy or looking for, any kind of a rah. In fact, I'm going to be doing this unfiltered and unedited. I'm just going to let whatever comes out, and we'll just all have to deal with it. I think probably for the last 45 years, I got quite a bit bottled up inside, and we're just going to get it all out, and we're going to have free and open discussion for sure. I actually started this blogging, but it wasn't about 3 posts in until I started spending a lot of time and effort editing, perfecting, changing that word. Definitely can find something that is richer in terms of vocabulary and grammar. Oh my gosh. I realized very quickly that was not going to do any good if I continue to try to stay on that path of perfection, labor, and all of that. So in this way, we're just going to let whatever comes out, and we're just going to go with it. Bad lighting, good lighting, swear words, sorry, or what have you. So that is why we call it the Water Lily Project. That's kind of what we're doing, and we're just going to see what happens.